A school superintendent in Noble, Oklahoma, named Ronda Bass, hosted an assembly at Noble High School where she attacked people who would slut-shame young girls, or at least that's what she says her goal was. Now, the only problem was that in the process of doing that, calling out the slut-shamers, she rather blatantly slut-shamed young girls herself. She, quote, allegedly asked female students to bend over during a dress code check on the first week of school and claimed, if you're not comfortable with bending over, we might have a problem. So I think the idea was we need to make sure that their skirts aren't too short, so they should bend over and we'll check. If you bend over and it shows your ass, then there's a problem, then you need to change, right? I think that was the idea behind it, but maybe I'm being too kind to the perv here. But what ended up happening naturally is that you ended up slut-shaming the girls. You ended up embarrassing them and making them show their asses. And then she, quote, kicked off a school assembly by saying, have y'all ever seen any skanks around this school? I don't want to see anyone's ass hanging out of their shorts. Really, I think your actions beg to differ. That's exactly what you wanted to see, because that's what you made the girls do. Okay? So spare me with that nonsense. And then they made a great point about this in the article. They said the following, quote, critics worry that these policies teach girls that it's their responsibility to prevent themselves from being ogled rather than teaching boys to have the self-control to refrain from objectifying their classmates. That's a really interesting point, okay? And look, believe me, I get it. I'm a guy, I understand. We're biological by definition. I mean, we're apes, right? We're human beings. We have a mind, we have like a lizard brain, a primitive brain in many respects, and it's only natural to have sexual urges. So I understand if, there's a guy here or there and you catch a glimpse of one of the girls in your grade or whatever in a short skirt and you're like, oh my God, she's so hot, right? That's understandable. Everybody gets that, right? But I think the point is, if you take the next step, like let's say you do something wrong, you do something negative, you do something bordering sexual harassment, or it just flat out is sexual harassment, you touch a girl in an inappropriate way, you talk to a girl in a very inappropriate way or whatever, it's not on the girl. It's not like, hey, you, stop being attractive. No, it's on the guy. Hey, control yourself, son. Control yourself. Yes, it's having sexual feelings or emotions or these natural urges, it is natural by definition, but the idea that you can always act on it, we're not like, cheetahs in the jungle pouncing on our prey. That's not how this is. We have civilization, we have society, we have rules. That's how we function. And what they're doing here is they're flipping the onus. They're saying, no, it's always on the girl. You're the skanks. You need to look out for this. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. You say nothing to the guys, and then what do you make the poor girls do? You fucking call them skanks, and then you say, bend over. I want to see if your skirt's appropriate. Now, here's my unfair and over-the-top theory on this. Well, maybe not. I'll let you decide, right? But this is the sense I got from reading the article. Ooh, hit the microphone. This is the sense I got from reading the article. It appears to me like the superintendent, Ronda Bass, she's a perv. That's what I think is going on here. Now, maybe that's not fair. Maybe I've gone too far. Maybe I'm extrapolating too much based off my own opinion. But by my reading of the story, something's fishy. Okay? You don't put it all on the girls, call them skanks, talk about it nonstop, do an assembly where you talk about it, call them into your office and make them bend over one by one to look, unless you want to do that. You're not just protecting them. You are preying on them. Now, I'm not saying it went further. I don't know if there were any laws broken or if there's something deeper to this. But what I do know is the way you acted in and of itself was fucked up, regardless of your motivations, and that's a problem.